Hi, Ilya.
Hello, Vladislav.
Okay, today I want to ask you about something interesting, which name is serendipity. Do you know what is it?
Yes, it's a very interesting topic. One of my favorite topics.
What can you say to us?
I would say that it is very important to have that quality, to have that trait. And unfortunately, when I speak with our people, they cannot get this idea. I have conversation, and they make one of popular mistakes. Like one of them, yes, I can offer some project. Like,
Okay.
let us try to do that and that and that. And I would hear a lot of answers like, why should I try it? And what will be the results? And so on. And I would say, we don't know what will be the results. Yes, we don't know. We have to try, and then we will see. That's how things work. You try and you see. And it is serendipity. You can make some discovery without planning it. It will be a surprise to you. And they would say, no, yes, yes, okay, it's serendipity. And next time they forget it, and next time I can offer something new, they would say, but why? What would we do? But I said, we spoke about serendipity. But what is serendipity? And it continues. Our people, yes, our people do not remember this word. The concept is too
quite
strange.
difficult world and not so usual. So normal people do not want trying things without knowing which results will be with that.
Yes, it's a
I don't
typical.
know which result will be and what for I need it.
You know how I learn things. For instance, I want to understand how to work on pronunciation. First, I have systematized my knowledge, and then I can discuss it with other people. And after that, I would read books. But the main point here is if you have some knowledge and you share this knowledge, some new thoughts will come to you. That's how I learned psychology. Because books were not available in time of Soviet Union, and the topic was interesting. And one day I began to write articles and discuss with people, and when you explain all you know, systematize, explain, after that new thoughts come to you.
So you say when you try to explain things to other people, you can get new information or new knowledge.
Yes, and when I speak with myself, it is sometimes like speaking with somebody, and I don't even know whether I'm telling somebody some interesting story or I'm just listening to that story. I
So
even could
you
imagine.
you can imagine yourself as somebody who speaks with you.
I can imagine that I get some signal from above and I'm sharing this signal, but I do not need this mystical explanation because it's a quite natural process.
Okay, I understand you. So there are people that speak about some information space, which is which all we share, all the people share, or maybe not only people. The place where we can get information from there. So
Well, yes, there can be mystical explanation of this, but I prefer not to follow mystical explanations. I just don't know. Probably it can work somehow. But I know that people can share their thoughts. It happens subconsciously. We can read thoughts of each other's, and how it is happening we already know. Like, for instance, if I have some words with strong emotional reaction, I will make pause on this word. So I'm speaking, 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 I'm saying a very important word for me, and I make a pause. Next I'm speaking, 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 I have something important to say, I'm making a pause. And person who listens to me can hear word, 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 and after that he makes some sentence. So he can read my mind just because of this highlighting the words.
Something that is behind you, behind your words.
He knows what I'm thinking about, because all what is emotional is highlighted by those pauses or intonations or somehow else, I don't know.
Or maybe something more mystical.
There can be mystical explanations, but we do not need them. We just know that some knowledge which you produce would be shared in the whole world, so to say. It will become the knowledge of everybody sooner or later.
Mm-hmm. Actually, human civilization is advances because of shared knowledge, I think, because we have books and we have science which can share our thoughts. And so
yes, it's a part of serendipity. When I try to do something not only for me, when I begin to write some book, I begin to share this information with others. And one more example, for instance. Once when I lived in kibbutz, there were some thieves in our group, wanted to say kutza, yes. But I'm sorry, but
I understand you, but not on all of them.
I asked you not to speak Hebrew and began to speak Russian. Okay, so we wanted to catch this guy, yes. And so I used my psychological analysis. I thought that I'm a very great psychologist and tried to calculate who was the guy. And I had some hypotheses, but after that I met another guy, and he said, oh, you don't know, it happened then, and it happened this way and this way. This guy was caught there, that guy was caught there, and so he gave me all information without any guesses at all. And I understood that my analysis is not a powerful thing, it was just useless actually. But he communicated with other people, and because of this communication he knew everything, and I understood.
You wasn't you.
Yes, I understood that I was kind of introvert, yes, and I should be extrovert and to speak with other people. So that's what I try to do always. I have some problem, I would speak with other people, and sooner or later the answer can come to me back.
So it was this guy was some example for you.
Yes, he was a very good example of his superiority. Yes, if I see, if I see somebody superior to me, I wouldn't say, oh, this guy is stupid, he cannot do that, he cannot do that. Yes, I would say, wow, he is much smarter than me in this aspect, yes. And why, It's how NLP began to work, actually.
Okay, so you say, if you see, for example, 10 threads of people, you can get something good from them, and not say that I'm quite good in other things.
Yes, instead of saying that I am better in other things, I would say, wow, he's superior to me in this aspect. And one more example, for instance, I heard many times at school that this boy is very talented, but unfortunately he is lazy. And that boy, it is usually about boys, not about girls. Girls are never lazy. Yes?
Who cares?
Okay, so this boy is very talented but lazy, talented but lazy, talented but lazy. And one moment, why? Probably he's talented because he's lazy. Probably it is his strategy somehow, yes?
It's quite interesting, because I think people who thinks have to be lazy as a minimum sometimes, because into the laziness we can get some perfect thoughts, as I think Einstein do. Einstein does.
Yes. And I heard about him that he didn't want to take people with good memory to his team. because he thought that if the guy has very good memory, he is probably stupid. I don't know whether it was real story, yes. And of course, the memory of those guys was professional, no doubts about it, and much more powerful in comparison with the memory of common people, of course. But nevertheless, he divided people, or it's just a joke, I don't know, into those with good memory and with good intelligence.
Okay, I think it has sense, because somebody who has some superiority in something, he can advance in that subject. So, for example, do you know what is perfect pitch in music? The people who have absolute hearing or perfect pitch. So sometimes I saw such people. They were not always quite advanced in music, maybe because there's perfect pitch, because it was tracked that was quite good for them, and they didn't have to advance in the other tracks.
And that's what, by the way, how I developed my mnemocards techniques, yes, how to study words. I said to myself, okay, if people who do not have very strong intelligence, who do not use associations, have that good memory, that's probably you shouldn't try to use your intelligence when you memorize words. And one day I said mnemonics doesn't work. It should not be used somehow. And I do not deny that it can be useful. And the same with music. Yes, you gave an example, because even birds can hear. They can say absolutely, oh, this sound is right and this sound is wrong. People usually cannot, because they have very, very good absolute hearing. But we need relative hearing for music and so on.
I think I personally don't have such a good memory, and because of that I had to achieve some level of thought which could compensate my not quite good memory.
Yes, you have to play by ear. Yes, in this situation, you just you hear and you remember the music. Probably you do not know how it was played before, yes, but you can do it right now. Because
I have known that bad memory is the source of improvisation, so I can improvise, and I heard that first jazz musicians did their improvising because of they don't know good the topic, the theme, musical theme.
And the same situation was with me, yes, when I played piano. It was difficult for me to. So I'm always ready to learn from stupid people, okay? Somehow they're better than me. Always, yes, I always try to find superiority. Not only from people, from dogs, from cats, always like this.
Okay, good. From cats we can learn, for example, their physical state.
Yes.
They all know what is yoga.
Levy said that cats are good teachers of relaxations and so on.
Yes, actually, yes.
Yes, and so I learned to respect. Okay. You see, this kind of respect, you have to respect other people for what is better in them than in you. And that's how it works. If you would say, as many people usually do, like, okay, he is probably good at that, but he is not good at that, and so he does not deserve any respect at all. So it won't work. If you want to get more effective, you should try to find all possible resources in our life.
Yes, in music I heard that expression, that saying that we can learn even from the worst groups, musical groups, always.
Well, I think for now it's like too much of our conversation. Yes, instead of 10 minutes, we have been speaking for 16. So we have to continue next time, okay?
Okay, good.
Thank you.